to another edition of the Wrestling Underground podcast, brought to you by RealNerdCorp.com. I am your host, as always, Chad Porto. You can find me on Twitter at ChadNerdCorp, ChadNerdCorp, and on Chad's Instagram at Chad's Photo Hut. What the fuck was that? ChadSphotohut. And joining me, as always, is the one who, why must you fail me so often? Ribs! Spare ribs! Fuck! That never is gonna get old. It's right up there in the pantheon of greatest all-time moments in speaking history. It's 407 whores ago. Ask not what you can do for your country, but what holes your country can do for you. You want to fuck on me, Steiner math, and gay community. Like, that's it. Like, Dems the brakes, folks. Dems the brakes.
What about Thomas Jefferson, sucker?
2 plus 2 is Thomas Jefferson, sucker. So, here we are. We are on the road to something. Doing somewhere. Hey, Jim Cornette got fired.
He got fired from NWA?
Yes. He made an Ethiopian joke. Like, that sounds like a joke? Oh, yeah, he made an Ethiopian... No, he literally did. He made an Ethiopian joke, and people were very upset about it.
On the show?
Yes.
Or on his podcast? Or
no,
what?
on his show. So, the joke is... Trevor Murdoch is the kind of tough guy. He's willing to strap fried chicken to his back and ride through Ethiopia on a scooter. So yeah, that was my reaction. In fact, that wasn't just my reaction. That was Marcus's reaction. In fact, when Marcus found out he got fired today, he resigned. When he found out about that, he's just like, I could hear him throwing his arms up in exacerbation. Just he's so done. Now, Cornette's got a track record of being a giant flaming ball of douche.
Slightly. A little bit.
Yeah, I can't deny that.
I mean, the man has no filter.
Of all the fireable offenses, though, I feel like...
What does that have to do with anything?
Right? Like, I feel like this is like...
I mean, I feel like it was just Ethiopia is hot.
I took it that Ethiopia doesn't have any food.
Or that too.
And then I got hungry for chicken.
Trevor Murdoch has had his share of chicken.
Trevor Murdoch has had his fair share of lard. Like, this is like knowing Adolf Hitler. Being cool with the concentration camps, being cool with the gassing of the Jews. But he doesn't serve beef Wellington on your 43rd birthday, and that ends the friendship. Huh. No, all right. We have different priorities, I see.
Clearly.
Right? Like
he didn't say anything about the people. He didn't say anything about anybody.
Nope. Just the country.
Just picked a random ass country that just so happens to not have a lot of food.
Or at least is notorious for not having a lot of food.
Yes.
Allegedly, they haven't had a food drought in 25 years. I doubt that. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt anything that comes out of that continent being accurate. Like, that whole continent is just... That, South America, Russia, Eastern Europe, Western Europe, Canada, Australia, New Mexico, Mexico, super secret Mexico. That's what we call Arizona. No, Space Mexico's fine. You can't trust any of them. Can't trust any of them. Space Mexico's really nice, though. Sun rises over Epsilon 7, you're like, Space Mexico. Home of space burritos, which is actually just chocolate syrup. They have weird things. They call them weird things. I don't know. So, yeah, Cornette got fired. We did a video on it. And, like, listen, I'm very much of the mindset. I don't offend easily, but I'm also of the mindset that if you feel someone needs to go, it's your prerogative as a business owner to show them the door.
Yeah. I mean, I agree if you feel that someone is hurting your brand or has done something to hurt your brand, then you are perfectly within your rights to release someone. I feel like people are making a whole lot of shit about nothing on this case.
Considering
Cornette says a lot of shit.
Yeah, considering what Cornette has said before, I feel like y'all overreacted. And here's the other point of contention. There's a lot more people upset about what Jim Cornette said than what Vince McMahon does or Randy Orton has done. Like, think about it. Randy Orton has committed sexual harassment and arguably, according to a WWE Magazine article, gross acts of felonious sexual assault. But y'all want to get mad at a joke. I feel like your outrage is broken. But that being said, it's not like Jim Cornette doesn't have his fair share of detractors. He is a bit of a malcontent. Yes. Very bitter.
Yes.
Very bitter. But the problem
the
problem that I have though is Zach, did you know that these shows are like 8 weeks old by now?
You mean they're pre-recorded?
Yeah.
They don't air live?
If this was LaMelo Ball saying the N-word on Raw, okay. You got 5 seconds to hit the button, and sometimes you just don't hit the button. I get it.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you get caught off guard. You're not paying that much attention.
Janet Jackson's titties hanging out.
You know,
things
shit happens.
But you had 8 weeks to edit that out.
Yeah. If anyone else felt that was too far, you could done something about it. Clearly, you didn't think it was a problem until the internet thought it was a problem.
Here's where it gets even better. So apparently, the editor of the video, David Lagana, former Impact editor, producer, he retweets ultra-conservative, nationalist, alt-right propaganda. Yeah, say what you will about Republicans and Democrats. You know, if you stay within the median average of decency and you don't go too extreme to one or the other, I feel like whatever.
Yeah.
One wants to do free healthcare, the other one wants to rein in spending. Fine, whatever. Different prerogative for different people.
Yeah.
But when you start talking about nationalisms and racisms and the otherisms,
yeah, once you start going off towards the outsides, then we have a problem.
When you're so out on the outer limit that you are literally touching the edge of the other side, you're gotten too far. So Lagana has some shady history in his own right. And oh, by the by, Billy Corgan is a big fan of Alex Jones. Again, I did a video this morning and I said, hey, Shep Smith on Fox, he was a pretty good reporter. Not even a Republican. I dug the Shepard Smith. Very even keel guy. Alex Jones thinks frogs are gay because of fluoride. He's a Sandy Hook denier.
Oh, is that who that guy is?
Yeah.
I've seen the meme.
Oh yeah. Making frogs gay. And he believes that one of the most incomprehensible massacres in human history was faked with crisis actors.
Oh, he's one of those.
Oh,
people.
yes. Oh, and he's also an anti-vaxxer. Now, Alex Jones is a piece of shit. That's not even indefensible. Like, he's objectionably a piece of shit. But Billy Corgan's a big fan. Big fan of the Alex Jones. So now you have Jim Cornette saying, I'm not going to say it's a racist joke, although there's enough evidence that you could argue that Jim Cornette's not exactly not a racist.
Yeah, that's to be determined.
Right? Like let's just see how that turns out. But when you have a hierarchy of like-minded individuals, and you're firing the announcer, I'm starting to think y'all are crooked like a slanted dick. I'm just saying.
I was just enjoying NWA so much.
Well, I'm still going to enjoy it because Joe Galli is a good play-by-play guy. I love most of the talent on there. Thunder Rose is fantastic. Tim Storm's a gem. I like seeing Nick Aldis pretend that he doesn't suck at life with his stupid, we're going retro.
I love I love Nick Aldis' gimmick because it's still very much in the he's trying to come off as this great guy.
He's Madison Rain.
This ambassador. He's just such a slimy piece of shit.
Yeah, he's Madison Rain. And I think this is like what's fucking hilarious. So remember when Nick Aldis got mad at Willie Mack for signing with Impact? He's like, Willie, they're screwing you over there. They're screwing you, Willie. Come to the NWA. Did you see the stock market? It's going up, and up. The 1930s are going to be booming.
Wipes the smudge off his monocle.
Great Depression hits the next day. Nick Aldis flies down 500 stories and turns into pudding. But so he gets mad at Willie Mack. He's like, Willie, the Impact is screwing you. You got hosed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. Willie Mack's like, I don't know how to use Twitter. So there's never a reply. Thinking now, Willie Mack probably like, y'all are racist, y'all are owned by a racist, y'all are ran by a racist, and y'all have racists on commentary. I might be getting paid $15 off the dollar, but you know what? Fuck it. At least they ain't racist.
Yeah, I mean, I have noticed that this is very much. I don't want to be that guy, but this seems to be a very southern production.
Well, it's old school, quote unquote.
It's old school Georgia wrestling.
Yup. You know, I this is
which is a real shame that Cornette got removed from it.
Right, because
that's what he loves.
You would think he'd be perfect
so much.
I was told that this is a joke, by the way, folks. I was told that they weren't going to have the American flag hanging up there, but the Klan flag. Corrigan's like, well, why are we going to take the Klan flag down? And everyone's like, because it's the Klan flag. And Corrigan's like, but this is the South. Just have Kingston doing the. You ever see that white cat stuffed doll thing where he's like got his arms out like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
That's Kingston. No, obviously that's a joke. I doubt Corrigan was going to have a Klan flag hanging there.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
these are at this point. This is just a joke without any further substantiation.
Right. It's just a joke, just a meme, just a laugh riot, a other words for joke, a flim-flam, a bamboozle,
a gag, if you will.
a gag, a gas, a gab.
Mm.
But
other things that start with G.
Gonorrhea. Gobsmacked. Gushers. Oh, God, I love those. Geysers. Those would hurt. So, Corgan and Lagana have just as much shady shit to deal with on their own right than Cornette does, but the internet mob has been given their pound of flesh so they are satiated. They don't want
now.
They don't want justice. They just want reaction.
Yeah, they want someone to justify their outrage by acting as they want them to.
Yeah, they want to be validated for their opinion. Acknowledge that I'm upset. You know that WWE went to a country that murdered a journalist, and y'all fine with it now. Still at the WWE Network. Just saying. You know, match your outrage with the situation at hand.
Yes. I feel like a crack about Ethiopia's hunger. Not quite as bad.
Right? Murdered journalist. Racially insensitive joke. Murdered journalist. Off-colored racially insensitive joke. Dead, murdered, decapitated, disemboweled, demangled fucking reporter. Joke about fried chicken. Just saying, check your priorities, folks. Check your priorities. So, Impact this week, Zach. There's only like 8 segments this week.
Indeed. Yes. The main event was a lengthy one.
Yes, it was about 40 minutes. Give or take. 20 minutes.
Possibly
30 minutes.
A few minutes too long.
I don't know. Because, like, we'll get there, but, like...
We'll get
there. So we open up with the Rascals, Dez and Wentz taking on Desi Hit Squad, the Reno Scum, and the Cousins Diener. That sounds like a sex act. Do you want to try the Cousins Diener? We don't have enough maple syrup or a beaver. I told you this last time, Cletus. Fucking Cletus. So, I don't remember. Like, I was watching this at the same time I was watching Tiny House videos, so I didn't have the commentary on. So I wasn't sure if this was for...
that's fine.
Right? Tiny House videos are awesome. I wasn't sure if this was for a title opportunity.
No, this was just a thing.
So, can I request that we stop doing goddamn dives to the goddamn floor, please?
Oh, you mean how Wrestling Today has added a segment in each match where every single person has to dive to the outside?
Yep.
Stop.
Happened 3 times alone in this match. All right. Fair. Then Jordan Grace does it. God damn it.
Jordan Grace should not be doing dives to the outside.
No. We know she's the white lady Big E. And he shouldn't be doing them either.
No. I mean, I will give him props for the spear on the guy on the apron to the outside. That's a whole different story.
Yes, but that's still fucking stupid and dangerous and no.
Yes.
Like,
still very stupid.
That's like trying to take... You ever see like one of those big rig moving trucks that put like the whole house on the flatbed?
Mm-hmm.
That's like trying to take one of those off-roading. You might be able to do it. Still big, bad, dumb idea to do it.
Yes. And even let's take dumb, stupid idea aside. Jordan Grace should not be doing dives to the outside because she is a powerhouse.
Yep.
There is no reason that we need Jordan Grace, Brian Cage, Michael Elgin, these massive human beings that could bench press people for several sets, should not be doing dives to the outside.
Case in point, Brian Cage did a flippy and ruined his entire world title run.
Yes. Let's not forget the Spanish Fly he did in the match where he won the world title.
Cracked a vertebrae. He wrestled twice in 5 months. Nah, son.
Nah.
I think the Rascals won.
Yes, the Rascals won with the pushy shooting star thingy.
Push salt.
Ah, there we go.
Reno Scum was not too happy with that. Again, commentary was off, so I'm just gonna surmise what the issue was. Apparently, Wentz smudged Adam Thornstow's shoe. It was his left shoe. I am told it was the heel. Or upper lower heel. Right beneath the logo.
Yes.
An apology was not given. Lester says, "Gentlemen of fine repute, I ask you sincerely that you apologize to my friend Adam." And if I read lips correctly, and I do everything perfectly, so I can tell you what exactly he said. Wentz said, "You are dumb." And that was just the last straw in the camel back of the day that Adam had. So Adam went, "Sir, you have offended me. I am going to tattle on your mother." Wentz was scared, so he cheap-shotted Reno Scum. That's what I saw. That's what happened. Don't at me. Reno Scum was the victims of a heinous hate crime. I saw it. You saw it. Alex Jones saw it. Jim Cornette saw it, but he said a lot of commentate about it.
No. In fact, he thought it was perfectly fine.
So jokes aside, they jump the Rascals post-match because this is going to be weird because Ace comes down, beats the shit out of the Rascals, takes out Trey, who had ran down beforehand.
Yes.
And you know that Ace is going to try to fuck Trey's mom. The title of this week's episode is literally Trey's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long. You know where this story is. What's that?
It's not by mistake.
No, it's not. She's a MILF, and she's earned that ILF. Now, I don't know if that's really his mom.
I'm gonna say no.
Like, it would be
Who could say?
it'd be great if it was, right? Like, well, I mean, like, think about it. Like, yes, we've had Samoa Joe's wife, and I'm using quotations about that because she's changed several times. She's Polynesian now. She's blonde now. She's half cat person. Now, no, she's definitely now a Martian. You guys are just rotating in new actresses, aren't you? But we also had Kurt Angle's wife.
Mm-hmm.
And she worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
But then again, for every Kurt Angle's wife, there's a Steve Mongo McMichael's wife. So, you know, not perfect in all walks of life. But if it is his mom, fantastic. And they've been building up to her for a few weeks now. Because
Yes.
Dez and Wentz were talking about how hot she was. And unlike Claire Lynch, at least they delivered. And to be fair, I want to be clear. If Claire Lynch walked up to 95% of these fuckboy douchebag critics, offering a few minutes, maybe hours of service, if you will, all of them would be taking it.
Yeah.
Assuming they were single. So fuck off with that Claire Lynch garbage. Now, the idea that she's some blonde bombshell, no. But then again, we pretended for years that Kevin Nash was 7 feet tall, so I think we can, give some leeway to this. So she's all like, these boys are super aggro, and Wentz is like, or no, I'm sorry, Trey's like, because he's being murdered in the middle of the ring and no one seems to care. By the by, we found out that Trey's middle name is Tiberius.
Yes.
Loved it. Loved it. Da, 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 da. James Tiberius Kirk. So, they're building up to the Rascals versus Scum and Ace Austin. So that's the thing.
It's a thing.
We go right on into handicap match. It's Johnny Bravo and Ty Valkyrie taking on Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace wins, I think. Again, commentary was off. I know she dominated, so like even if she didn't get the technical win, she won.
Well, Bravo was the Taya wasn't even in the match, honestly. It was really just Bravo.
And he should be able to hold his own by now. He's got the dog Hennigan or Mundo or Johnny or
Whichever.
whatever we're calling it now.
Nitro.
Mercury.
Morrison.
Johnny Lucha. So Jordan obviously does the big splash, and that was big dumb. But I love Jordan. I think she's a heck of a hand, even if she's going by Trisha on Twitter, because she's trying to be a performance artist. Don't care. Poor Johnny. He had a catch. Like, Jordan has to weigh at least 160 of just solid muscle.
Mm-hmm.
And she's all of 4'11". So you've compressed all of this genetic jackhammer material into a small container.
Mm-hmm.
And then you shot it out of the ring. And then you gave her specific areas that would be uncouth to touch. So now you have to accurately catch her without offending her, while taking 160 pounds at 18 miles an hour off of an elevated surface. Poor goddamn Johnny Bravo. Oh, and by the by, he caught her in a way where Trisha almost landed on her face. So, just a dumb fucking spot. I'm glad everyone's okay.
Yeah.
They're
real.
Yes, they're building up nicely to this eventual match with Taya. Again, we've been going back and forth with this idea that it's going to be either Rosemary or Jordan to end the reign. I know we're both kind of hoping for Rosemary because that's a completion of like a near 2.5 year long feud at this point.
Yeah,
but
and also the BFFs. It's just the fantastic thing,
right? But you know, if we're going with the secondary option, you don't, say for Tessa, you don't get better than Jordan. So I'm not
right.
I'm not mad about it.
Yeah,
I'm not mad. We then go backstage, and like this is like goddamn. Woo! I felt so bad. So Gama's backstage with his boys, and he tells his son Raj, "I never should have had you." And like you can hear Mahabali going, "Ooh, you got roasted, son. How does that beef taste? We can't have any. We're Hindi. But I bet it tastes good. Well done." So he's like, if you guys don't start winning next week, you're going back to India. Then they walk around the corner and they see Falaba. Rohit Raju just screams, "Are you mocking me?" And while I'm being half facetious, I'm also half not. Then they start beating up Falaba, and I swear to God, the best part about this was they put him on one of those dollies, those little rolling containers, and then they slam him into the wall. So you're all thinking at home, if you haven't seen this week's episode yet, that they slam him head first into the wall, over and over and over again. You would be wrong.
Not correct.
They slammed him ass first into the wall 4 times.
Yes.
And I don't know why.
Very slowly. Very slowly.
I don't know why, and I thought it was hilarious. I don't know why you like these people. No, I hate these people, and I don't know why you don't. So we're going to be getting probably Bot and TJP versus the Desi Hit Squad. But again, Gama's threats are Gama's threats, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Then James finds his old friend Suzie. Oh, James. I love James Mitchell. By the by, James Mitchell is in fantastic shape. He's pushing the 60s. He's shaved his head. He's embraced his age. But he's lost significant weight. Maybe not significant, but he was definitely a little bit punchier than I remember.
Yeah.
Back when he had...
Yeah. And I feel like he was even heavier when he appeared on that one Abyss match from Bound for Glory a couple of years ago.
Scott Steiner trying to kill people on the kill card.
It was great.
Oh my God! What a fantastic match. Yeah, so he's looking fantastic, and Susie's just. I swear to God. So you know, I take excerpts of the show, right?
Yeah.
And I put them up on YouTube to coerce people to download the full show.
Mm-hmm.
It generally works. Well, the one where we featured the debut of Suzie got like 7,000 views. And I'm like, ooh, they must really enjoy our commentary. Let's read and she's only hot. She's hot. Look at her. She's sexy. Oh, my God. God damn it.
Yeah. Let's calm down, chat.
Should have known. You ever see the movie That Thing You Do?
No.
Tom Hanks?
Nope.
Well, it's basically a band it's based in the 60s. And they're like the Monkees, essentially. Hey,
Right.
we're the Monkees. They're called the Wonders, but they call it like O-N-E. So every time they play, the guy's like, the Oneaters. And they end up having to replace their drummer right before their first concert because their original drummer breaks his hand or his arm. So they replace him with this cat that calls himself Spartacus. And he's supposed to play the drums for the ballad. But he plays the ballad too fast and it turns into an up-tempo poppy song.
Mm-hmm.
And they play it at this talent show. And then they start playing at this Italian pizzeria. And this guy who was at both goes, I love you guys. When are we going to get a record? And Steve Zahn's in it. And I think he plays the rhythm guitars. Guy goes, when can we get a record? And the guy turns around and goes, hey, it's our fan. So whenever somebody goes, I love your show this week, I'm now thinking of Steve Zahn going, hey, it's our fan. The one person. Thanks, buddy. Hey, gotta start somewhere. So yeah, Susie's a sex icon for Impact fans. Didn't think that was gonna happen.
No.
But I mean, like, I shouldn't be surprised. And yet I am.
Yeah.
So Suzie introduces herself to James. James introduces himself to Suzie. And he's like, hey, I got this Cadillac down the stairs. Do you want to take a joyride? In my head, I'm thinking, this is how every Dateline story ever started.
Yes. Well, in my head, he said I had this Cadillac downstairs. I was like, of course you do, James. Of course you have a Cadillac.
Were you thinking that it was pink as well? For some reason, I think James Mitchell is a giant Billy Joel fan. Because he's got a pink Cadillac.
I can see pink. I can see that.
Pink or red. Pink or red.
Mm-hmm.
So Suzie voluntarily allows him to kidnap her. She goes down willingly. Oh, you want to take me someplace? I have no idea where I'm going. Sweet. Let's do this. 2 + 2 is Thomas Jefferson, sucker. Rosemary pops up. She's like, you try to keep this bitch under control. I know what you're doing. I'm going to ruin it. And James Mitchell's like, don't you ruin it. And Rosemary's like, I'm so going to ruin it. James like, don't you do it. Rosemary's like, oh, I'm going to do it. He's like, I finally got a job back at this fucking company. Don't you do it. Then Rosemary's like, I'm not going to do it. He's like, oh, thank God. I thought you were going to do it. Rosemary's like, psych, I'm going to do it. I think part of the reason why you watch these shows is simply just to hear my my retelling of the events.
You have a fantastic abridged versions of what's going on.
Thank you. On a lighter note, I want to say this is legitimate, but it may have just been a fan account. But I saw a lot of her friends retweeting it. Courtney Rush recently came out and admitted that she's been having some severe emotional health issues, mental health issues, and she's going to be seeking treatment for that. I don't think it's anything like she's not going into a asylum or asking James Mitchell to direct her to the North corridor to hell. You know, Always avoid the devil on that one. But she is going to see a therapist, and she tweeted this from her Courtney Rush account. So, assuming, and I have no reason to doubt that it's true. I don't follow her Courtney Rush or any other. Cause she has like 19 accounts she uses.
Yeah.
She did make reference to Andrew Everett being there for her, so I have to imagine that this was sincere. Because my whole thing was I didn't want to be caught up in a fan account parody, like a role playing account.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure it was like really the real Courtney Rush account. So I hope she's doing well. Kudos to her for coming forward and be like, yo, I'm not okay, and that's okay. So thumbs up to you.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see more of the demon. I'm at that point in my day where I've been up for so long, my eyes are getting dry, so they're watering too much, and now I can't make them stop watering. So, fun day for me.
So much fun.
Right? I have mucus coming out of my nose, and I'm just, like, tired. My back hurts. My knees hurt. Trey's mom is so goddamn hot. Wait, what?
So.
So, my abridged version skills completely fail when we go straight hardcore into the flat-out insane. So the Rascals are in the treehouse. Getting high.
Mm-hmm.
And then Trey's mom walks in. She scolds Trey for using the word ass. Then she says, I'm going to have to go up with you boys to New York to talk to these boys about the way they're treating you. And the best part is when she goes, Trey, these wrestler guys are really tough. And she's got like the best rack I've seen on someone over the age of 40 in my life. Again, the title of this week's episode is super fucking accurate. Trey's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I waited so long. Trey, can't you see? You're just not the rascal for me. I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with your mom. This is the part where this song goes, Trey's mom has got it going on. So, she's going to be sticking around long term, or short term, or however long Ken Shamrock's going to be sticking around for. Sweet. Hey, you want to hear a disturbing Ken Shamrock fact?
Do I?
Yes, you do. So, in 1999, Ken Shamrock had an on-screen girlfriend by the name of Ryan Shamrock. Do you remember this?
Right. I do.
Were you aware that while she was playing his kayfabe sister, he was playing Hide the Pickle in her canyon?
Did not.
Twincest is the bestest. The stories in wrestling, man. The stories and then a decade later, Katie and Paul Burchill tried to bring that gimmick to the forefront with their very close sibling gimmick. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
I remember people were excited about that. Now I know what they watch when they go onto Pornhub.
That incest porn, man.
Yep. You outed yourselves. Like, all the people who are loving this Bobby Lashley, Lana Rusev angle, I know what you watch on Pornhub now, too. Let's be honest. It's not that hard. Speaking of not that hard, Johnny Swinger has a swinglet. And I think that's hilarious. So, he comes out, beats up this caveman-looking jobber. He's got the Andre one piece. He's got the hairy chest, the disheveled hair. He looks like Brandon Fraser in Encino Man. Hits him with a swinging neck breaker, and Don Callis says the greatest line. I've never seen a move like that before. It's a goddamn swinging neck breaker, man. I'm pretty sure Jordan Grace...
The innovation, though.
The innovation. I'm pretty sure Jordan Grace hit like 6 of those on a dive. What are you talking about?
And 2 of those might have been on herself.
Can confirm, totally accurate. Ironically enough, Johnny Swinger ended up hitting one on Taya Valkyrie too. Same dive. So there's 6 from Jordan, 1 from Johnny Bravo. I think even Mundo got in on this next swing neck breaker action while in a dive.
The dog or the husband?
Yes. So after Swinger gets the easy jobber win, Ken Shamrock comes down. And Johnny's like, I'm gonna die. Swinger's all like, Giants, help us, God. But there was no annexation of Puerto Rico to speak of. Ken Shamrock just whooped his ass.
Yeah.
But we did get a preview for next week's episode. It's a Thanksgiving episode. It's a special Thanksgiving episode. The folks at Impact Wrestling learn about disease, addiction, and head trauma. As we go back to 1985. It's Impact Territorial Wrestling or Impact Provincial Province
Stuff.
It's a throwback episode on Thanksgiving, and
Yes.
I'm not too excited about this. To be fair, it looks dumb, but that's also part of the point.
Yeah.
But I wish there was an explainer. Like, we're, for Thanksgiving, we're going to celebrate by being a little kooky and fun. They haven't even said that. But I appreciate what Josh Matthews said. It's better than that damn turkey trot match being brought back for another year. And I went, fair.
Fair. Yeah. Not wrong.
Not wrong. AJ Styles, Alex Shelley, EC3. A lot of guys did a lot of dumb shit. So Shamrock nearly breaks Johnny Swinger's ankle. Johnny Swinger is not selling well for the Shamrock. He sold the ankle lock, but he nearly killed himself on the belly to belly. And
Yes.
there was another move that Shamrock hit on him that just did not look great at all. And it's all on Swinger. Like, Shamrock may not be moving the best. He is 55. But you still got to take a bump, right, man?
Mm-hmm.
So, literally, we are now into the main event. I don't think we missed anything besides the Impact Territorial Wrestling stuff. Like, that's it.
No, that was pretty much it.
We're going to get a Valor bare knuckle boxing commercial, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like we're into it now. So we open up.
Here we go.
Yep, it's a gauntlet. Moose to start with Daga. His former tag team partner of the Hispanic Wolves, Hetty Hitchens, nowhere to be found. Is it Hetty Edwards? There it is.
There we go.
Daga Richards, Hetty Edwards. So Moose ends up getting the win over Daga. He now has to face with Swan. Swanee Macalicious drops the Moose. The Moose is like, I didn't see it coming. Swan's like, I didn't either. Then Elgin's like, I got the Swan. Swan's like, do you, bitch? Elgin's like, no, wait, what happened? And now Cage is Elgin. And Elgin's like, the fuck happened? Cage like, get the fuck out of here. And then Swan's like, how about you both get the fuck out of here? Cage just shakes that. Oh, it's worth a shot. Cage then destroys Swan because he's played Duck Hunt enough times to hate all things foul. But there is no dog, but there is Tessa, and Tessa comes in and hits this head spring takeover arm thing out of a Weapon X to get the shocking win over Brian Cage. The dogs in the audience going, fucking
Rat
dog.
bastard dog.
Fucking dog. Only dog in cinema, in entertainment, I don't like. Cujo, good boy. Duck Hunt dog, I'll kill you. I'll kill you 12 times over. So Tessa gets the win. We already knew this was coming because they announced 2 weeks ago that she was going to be the special, the number one contender for Hard to Kill. So,
Yeah.
way to
I I
shoot your
I,
shot.
I question things, question decisions. I question choices.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the move. I have very little issue with how they got there. I'm not going to deny that. Having this be a shock win over Brian Cage makes more sense than her outright defeating him.
Yeah.
But still, I ask, in Ronda Rousey's prime, can Ronda Rousey beat Brock Lesnar? The answer is a resounding no. So
I say no.
I'm never going to be okay with this. I fully expect her to win the belt.
Oh, it's coming.
I'm not going to be of the approving, but I'm also not going to go like a character from fucking Twin Peaks. Not going to be me. I've made my
Not gonna
voice clear, made it loud, made it definitive. I am not okay with that. But whatever. It is what it is, and we'll deal as it comes. Because at least we're not Jim Cornette tonight.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. Give us a week. So, anything catch your eye on this week's episode of Impact that you want to mention, comment on? Quote.
Well,
tweet,
I guess
reblog.
to me, the one thing that I guess would have done differently with the main event, other than the obvious finish. That we've said our piece on that. To me, I had an issue with Swanee lasting so long.
You did.
He lasted whole long time, big long time. And to me, I was like, I feel like after the fight he had with Moose, I feel like Elgin should have just came in, power bombed him, and did 1, 2, 3.
I don't disagree with that. But you also have to remember that
I didn't hate the match. I thought the match was fine. That's just the one thing is like I feel like you could have sold Moose's beating on Rich Swann better had you done it that way.
you also have to remember though, Swan's going into whatever the next Impact Plus event, challenging for the title. So I feel like him beating Elgin is a great way to keep him strong, even though it's kind of one of those matches where Elgin's, he's lost now twice in a singles match, because technically a gauntlet is still a singles match. But he's only lost twice in his entire Impact run so far. And to lose to Swann when he's got a title match coming up, I'm fine with that. It kept him strong. It kept him looking good. And Elgin is one of those guys, he can spare a loss, and to do so in this match kind of shows you how they view Swann. They have some faith in Swanalicious.
That's true.
So, it is what it is. No North this week. Lame.
Nope.
No OVE this week. Lame. No Stone Rockwell for 6 months. Super lame. Well, he is still bird watching, I hear.
I mean that's fair.
Still saying Jake's Stone Rockwell and the Man Scout, Jake Manning, need to be a tag team. I have so many ideas for them. Just saying. So, yeah. Weird week. You're not on tomorrow, are you?
No, I'm not.
We're talking All Wheels Wrestling tomorrow, and we're going to talk about Charlie's Angels bombing. It's going to be a weird kind of hybrid show. So tune in tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Twitch.tv/ I don't know which channel we're going to be using. Wrestling Underground or Comics and GameCorp. Probably Wrestling Underground. Probably.
Yeah.
I might just fucking do both. Get sassy. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry.
That's yeah. I'm confused.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Naughty, naughty. Yeah. Anything come across the newswire that you want to mention or talk about or say either hi there, ho there, too?
Nah, I'm good.
Either hi there, ho there. God damn it, Bob. So CM Punk's back with the WWE
Oh yes,
and the Fox Sports role.
that's right. That's right.
Do you have
I
any
mean,
opinions about that?
I did hear about that. Yeah, I was surprised at first, but then I looked at it. I was like, oh, he's not. He's with Fox. He's working with Fox to talk about the WWE. He's not really working with the WWE.
Correct.
Essentially. So it all makes sense now.
Survivor Series is this Sunday. Did you even know?
Nope.
Did you even care?
No.
Where'd you learn about this? I learned it from you, Dad. I learned it from watching you. At least he's using good beans. Scrubs is great. But I'm a super hypochondriac as I'm getting older, and I cannot watch that show anymore. Well, Mr. Johansson, I see that your mole is cancerous. I have moles. What? Can't do it. Super fucking susceptible to that. Still a good show, though. Yeah, I guess that's all we got for this week. I didn't, bother doing the top 5 because British people. Ugh. British people. So lame. Do you have anything else you want to mention?
Nope, I'm good.
I have a little bit more under than I thought I would, but I guess we're out of topics, so I guess we're going to call it there.
There you go.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. Be sure to follow us at the website, realnerdcorp.com, RealNerdcorp.com. We're on Twitter at NERDCorp, and on Instagram at RealNerdCorp. Our woman crush for this week is the woman who played Taylor Townsend on the OC. I forget her real name. But she looks great in airline hostess outfit, so yeah. And our wrestler of the week is obviously the number one contender herself, Tessa Blanchard. You can find us on Podbean at realnerdcorp.podbean.com, or you can download the Podbean app and find us there today by searching Real Nerd Corp on the Podbean app. We're also on iTunes by searching for Nerd Corp under the podcast section of the iTunes store. We're on YouTube.com and Twitch.tv, and the links all around the place. Just go to the website, links to the Twitch, links to the YouTube are right there under our socials. Or if you listen to this on the replay, it's right down below. Zach, you can be found on DeviantArt and on Instagram at Radiance2020, RADIANCE2020.
Correct.
And
And
will always love you. I'm gonna establish a rule in my house. Anytime anyone sings a song that has a high-pitched ending, they have to do a howl instead. So you can't go. You have to go. You gotta really accent it.
you gotta do the old yeller in there.
Well, not so much old yeller, but the lassie.
Ah.
Or if you want to get really cute with me, do the buttons. Buttons. Silly doggy. That dude, honest to God, like I'm not a fan of hurting children. I think it's deplorable. But Mindy needed to get drop kicked into a goddamn dish rack. I was trying to think of the thing that you put the clothes in, it goes down, and there's things there, and
The washboard.
no, you kick it into a tin thing, and it goes down into the basement.
Oh, the
Clothes,
laundry chute.
laundry chute. Mindy needed to be kicked into a goddamn laundry chute. That child was just disaster. And her mother is a bitch. Buttons, don't you save my daughter. Buttons like, you're all fucked up, man. Like, goddamn. Say this little fucking 2-year-old white chick. Hey, no. But hey, Buttons, good job. No, I ain't gonna get one of those. Not gonna get anything behind the ear. No, I don't even got a goddamn treat. No, I go days without food sometimes. But oh, thank God that cunt Mindy's alive. She walked off a goddamn pier yesterday. And 4 days ago, she was walking on the goddamn 38th floor of a goddamn skyscraper that wasn't even finished. But no one seemed to care except for the fucking dog. No, it's fine. Fucking hippos living in goddamn downtown LA. You got 3, whatever the fuck they are, living in a goddamn water tower. But fucking old Buttons over here. I mean, it's not even Buttons. It's Franklin C. Delano Fucktitude. Going by fucking Buttons. My great-grandfather disarmed mines in Fallujah. And I'm sitting here watching a goddamn toddler. She scratches behind her. Oh, no. Never mind. This is a good life. That's all it takes. Just one scratch. So, yeah. Do I have to plug anything else?
No, you're good.
Buttons is good. Good boy.
But good boy, Buttons. Good boy.
Good boy. Go watch the Animaniacs. Because the Good Feathers are still so racist. It insults my people so strongly, and yet I love it so much. What, you saying like I'm like a dishwasher? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. You saying I like to wash dishes? What? That doesn't even make any sense. I said, what's up? I'll show you what's up. He's so angry. And I don't know why. We'll be back tomorrow, 9 p.m. Check the Twitter. That's where we'll announce it. Then Friday, we are finishing up the Oh Guys production of Straight Out of Chino, the 4-part The OC review. Season 4 is Friday. And then we start next week with our Christmas Spectacular for the Oh Guys productions. No longer a podcast, by the way. It is the production side of the podcast. I don't know what we're calling our Christmas anthem, but yeah, for 4 weeks we're doing Christmas shit, so check it out. So with all that being said, Zachary, Tyler, Pew Pew, aerosol can Duncan.
Ooh.
Why don't you say goodnight, send the folks off home happy, and we'll see y'all next Wednesday for another edition of Making an Impact as we talk about random 1980s throwback shit, apparently. Should make for one hell of a recap. Or at least a better abridged. Who knows? Zach, all yours.
Good night, Jim Cornette.
And good written.